Hi guys, welcome back to Just Doing Me. I am so tired, I can't even explain. I just got back from work and yeah, it's time to film. I committed to this vlogmas thing. I don't know what I was thinking, but you guys are gonna get the videos that I promised. I'm gonna do my darndest best. So this is another topic as part of my level up series. We're going to be talking just anything and everything that can help us improve our lives, our lifestyle, our attitude, our bank accounts, whatever we can do. We're going to talk about it, and feel free. I try and keep the community in the comment section very much an open place to discuss, share ideas, share experiences, and I'm not against people having completely different, experiences and thoughts to mine. And I'll often agree with people and like, oh, that's something I hadn't thought about, like, thank you, so I always find it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So if everybody's respectful, we're gonna be good, okay? We're gonna be alright. So yes, the topic of this video today is confidence and leveling up your confidence and your attitude. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, of course. And yeah, if you stay tuned, you watch for quite a while, you keep coming back. You fronting like you ain't a part of this community, sis. Stop lying, stop tripping. You watch 3 videos, just keep coming back for more. Might as well subscribe. We know you're not going. I'm not going, you're not going. Let's do this. So yeah, in terms of confidence, this is something that people come to me about all the time. And by the way, yeah, we're not like, I did my eyebrows, I put some lip liner on, that's all we're doing today. Like, you're not gonna get beat faced every time, especially if you want a whole video. I'm not gonna do an hour and a half of makeup just to sit down and talk to you guys, and I hope you guys don't want me to either, or expect it, because it's not gonna happen. Okay. But like, confidence is a topic that you guys email me about a lot. You comment like, I wish I had your confidence, what can I do to be more confident? So yeah, let me just share some things, because I used to just think, I'm a naturally confident person, but then the more and more I get that question, the more and more I started to think about it, like, hang on a second, like, did you just come out of your mother's womb thinking you're badass and you fly, or like did certain things happen to like just make you think, oh shit, I'm a shit? Because I'm not fronting around here at Just Doing Me. We believe we are the ish, and that's just what it is. Now, when I say that, I'm very conscious of the fact that a lot of people feel some kind of way if you really like yourself, if you're confident, if you're assertive, and you say, yes, I look good, yes, I feel good, yes, I'm the ish. It rubs a lot of people the wrong way. And I think if you're one of those people, you kind of have to sit back and think, why am I triggered, or why am I offended by the fact that that person speaks so positively about themselves, or that person has a very high sense of self-worth? People are like, oh, but that pretty, your body doesn't bang that hard, sis, you ain't that nice, what do you think you are? Like, if I say I'm the ish, it shouldn't affect you in the slightest. You don't have to come at me any kind of way. You don't have to come at anybody else that says they're the ish. We just have to like look inwardly, I guess, and just ask ourselves, why does it upset us? I think we live in a society where self-deprecation is kind of considered as humility, or kind of considered as more favorable, more likable. If somebody says, oh well, I don't like this about myself, or I don't think I'm that pretty, that's more likable than someone who says, no girl, I look good. I look good. That kind of be quite alarming. And I feel like we all need to have the confidence to be like, nah sis, I'm the ish. When I go into the office place, maybe that's where I'm the boss. Maybe on Friday night I'm about to go out, I look in the mirror and I'm like, yes, I'm rocking it, or I've got my business, I'm running it, I'm killing it. Whatever's your lane and you're slaying in it, never feel like you can't say, I'm winning, because people will look at you a certain way. I think we have to get out that mindset that women, especially women, because when men say, I've got this, I've done this, I've accomplished that, they're just looked at as like confident. But when women do it, it's like arrogance, it's cocky, like a woman should be like more demure, a woman should be more humble. No, bitch, if you the ish, stand up and say you the ish, and have no regard to what anybody else says about you. If I say I'm a baddie, I'm a baddie. Like, I could be a 4 out of 10 baddie, but that's okay with me. I'm still a baddie. And like, I do get people like in my comment section saying, oh, well, don't let the filters fool you, or you're not even that nice, you're not even that pretty, you're not even that whatever. You know, like, there's not a single comment that's ever gonna convince me, Mimi, Emini, Mimi Oladapo, yeah, that's my name. People act like it's a secret. It's not a secret. It's never gonna convince me that I'm not the ish. Like, you don't like me, that sounds like your problem. So I feel like if you want to grow your confidence, you want to level up in like your mindset, the way you view yourself, and your ability to step out of your comfort zone, be more adventurous, you know, you really have to stop caring what other people think, because the way somebody else values you should really have zero impact on your life. 1,000 people can come in my comment section today and say Mimi or this, Mimi or that, maybe blah, 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 blah. It literally will not change. Of course it doesn't feel nice, but it will not change one iota of how I feel about myself. And I wish more people get to that level of self-love, self-worth. So I think, you know, confidence is something that you definitely work at over time. It's built up over time through practice and experience. And I say this because I was somebody, like, I thought, well, I was obviously born with confidence because I've always had it. But when I sat back and I started to think about it, I started to realize actually my confidence comes from a very young age, being spoken to about myself in a very positive manner. So my teachers always had good things to say about me, like Mimi, she's very smart, you know, she's great at sports. I would win most valuable player every single game I played. I was good at almost all the sports. Like, I'm not going to come and be like, oh yeah, make it softer. It's what it is. If it makes you feel some kind of way, it's what it is, you know. I played all the sports. I was very good at them. I was always top of the class. I was like, you know, I was good at a lot of stuff. So I grew up hearing from teachers, family members, you know, oh, Mimi is this positive, Mimi is that positive, Mimi is this positive. So after a while, like, I just believed it. Growing up, I just believed I was the ish because I heard it a lot. Now, it may not have been true. I don't know, you know, like, I would call, oh, like, your pretty daughter or whatever. I may not have even been that pretty. God only knows. Like, you know, the way I see myself and I'm looking good, you know, I'm sure a lot of people see me like, ah, but she looks basic, you know, like, who knows if it's true. The point is, it doesn't even matter if it's true. If you are continuously hearing good things about yourself, you will start to believe it whether or not it's true. So I don't know if I'm all that, but I believe I am, because that's just what it is. You're not going to convince me otherwise. I have a lifetime of being told I'm the ish, so I believe I'm the ish. Now, it's a two-edged come closer because I'm getting like into it. It's a two-edged double sword, because you can be the most beautiful and the most smartest person in the world, but if the people around you told you you were ugly, you weren't going to achieve anything, you were nothing, you had no good bone in your body, you were a bad child, you will start to believe these things no matter how untrue they are. You know, words and affirmations have such a strong impact, especially as a child. So, like, sometimes you've got to stop and say, if I don't have confidence, why is that? Was I told I was beautiful? Was I told I was smart? Was I told that I could be anything I wanted to be? And maybe part of the reason why you don't have the confidence you want to have is because there were people around you that stifled your growth. When you wanted to take a risk, people told you you would fail. When you wanted to, like, go beyond your comfort zone, people convinced you that, like, no, that just wasn't for you. And that can have a very, like, you know, negative psychological impact. Hold on a second. Didn't even realize my fan was on, sorry guys. So that can have a very negative psychological impact, because when it comes to taking risks now, you're always cautious, you're overtly cautious, you think bad things will happen. People say to me all the time, oh, but this could have gone wrong, that could have gone wrong. Things go wrong all the time. You cannot be afraid to take risks, and you cannot be afraid to fail. Most of the most successful people in the world have failed at one or the other. You know, Warren Buffett, billionaire businessman, do you know how many investments he has made that have completely tanked being smart, being a genius, you know, being successful does not automatically mean that every single thing you do in life will win. In fact, it's probably the opposite, because a lot of times to be like that, you need to have a risk taker's mindset and a risk taker's attitude. And with that, a lot of times as well come failures. But the difference I feel like with people that are truly confident is they really believe they can't fail. I believe I can't fail, because if I fail, if I have a step backwards, I'm like, okay, what did I learn? Let's get up, let's do it better. Because that failure is never going to be my final stop. I know I'm going to win in the end. That's just my mindset. If things haven't gone my way today, okay, we're going to do it differently tomorrow, and tomorrow is going to go my way. I just firmly believe that, and nobody's ever going to convince me that I'm going to fail at anything. It's just what it is. So I feel like if you haven't had like a childhood, or you've not grown up around people that told you you could do things, you could achieve anything, you were great, that may be a reason why you're lacking confidence now. And to combat that, I would say start telling yourself that, because you may not always have positive people around you to affirm your self-worth, but sis, you can affirm your self-worth. Like, you know, post-its and Mary Jane being Mary Jane. Put post-its on your mirror when you're getting ready. Write little inspirational quotes on it, or little positive affirmations. I will conquer the world today. I will be a boss today. I will achieve my goals. I will be a trendsetter. I will be better than my classmates and my counterparts. Whatever you need to do to convince, or like even just, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am successful. Preach these things into, you know, existence. Even if they're not quite where you want them to be, the more you say it, the closer you become to it. You know, I might be a 6 out of 10, God only knows, you know, but if I walk into the room with the confidence that I have, you'll believe I'm an 8 out of 10. If you truly believe something, people around you are going to be like, rah, what am I not seeing? Oh, it must be true. Like, oh, she must be all that. She must be really smart. She must be about... It's like people that play poker and they gamble and they bluff and they win. They may not have had a strong deck, they may not have had a strong hand, but they had the confidence, and they were like, yeah, I dare you to tell me, you know, I dare you to come up against... Like, just have that confidence to bluff it, and over time, you'll start to even believe it. You'll believe that you are the smartest, you'll believe that you are the most confident, and never worry about what or how that will make other people feel about you, or how that will make other people view you, because it says more about them that they're threatened by the fact that you love yourself than it does about you. Self-love and self-worth are goals we should all be striving to attain, and give 0 F's about what anybody else has got to say, because if you love you, that's all that matters, because you're the only one that has to spend 24/7 with you. So if that person thinks, oh, well, you're cocky, you're arrogant, you're full of ish, like, yeah, you can go. It's not by force that you spend time with me, but it is by force that I have to spend time with me. So really the only person that really has to like me is me. So you have to do what you have to do to like yourself. Positive affirmations. Cut out people that tell you that you can't achieve this, you can't achieve that. Start taking risks, and don't be afraid to fail. Every time you fail, learn from it, do it better. And the more you win, when you start to win, the more you win, you will build up your confidence. I started to believe like there was no sport I couldn't play, because the more and more I won, I was like, I'm dope. I'm dope. You know, experience will teach you confidence. The better you do, the better you will think of yourself. So, like, I hope I'm being coherent. Am I making sense, guys? Tell me in the comment section, am I making sense? And another thing I think that helps with my confidence is I don't really care. Like, I love my mom, I love my parents, you know, and I always try and have regard to what my actions and what I do may reflect on them, and obviously what their wishes are. But my parents know, my siblings know, you can't tell Mimi what to do. Like, you just can't. Like, I will always live my life on my terms. That's what it is. And I've learned that by doing that, I'm a much more happier person. Like, I place my happiness above almost everything. As long as I'm not hurting people, as long as I'm not unkind, as long as I'm not mean to you, nobody's ever going to come out and say Mimi's like a mean and horrible person. It's just not the case. I'm really not that kind of person. But I will always put my happiness on what I want above what people want for me or the expectations people have for me, because making other people happy, you know, what's the point when it's your life? They have their own life. If somebody wants you to be a doctor, why don't they go and be a doctor? You know, if somebody wants you to marry this guy, that you tell them to go marry him. You know, everybody has their lives. Don't let other people's expectations and wants for you impact your life, you know, to the extent where you're no longer happy, where you don't have the confidence to do what you want to do, you know. And having that where like I just focus on my happiness and focus on the things I want to do, I think just like confidence through the roof, because no matter what, it's me. Like, I have to put my hands up and say, look, if I'm failing, it's me. If I'm winning, it's me. And we're going to stand in this together. Me, myself, and I. Also say it to yourself. Tell yourself every day, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am successful, I have this and that quality about me that makes me unique. You know, cherish the things that you have about you that other people don't have, that you do better than other people. Don't be scared to be like, oh, well, you know, I'm really good at this, but, you know, this and this, I'm not that great. No, I'm the best. Like, manifest that, bring that into existence, put that at the forefront. I'm the best. And trust me, even if you're not yet, you will get to being the best. You get a lot closer to being the best. And if you're like, oh, well, I'm not that good, you know, self-deprecation, I'm not here for it. You know, own up to how good you are, you know. But also, you know, don't be like the most arrogant person in the room. A little bit of arrogance, that's cool, you know, but a little bit of humility with it, you know, it just makes the arrogance wash down a little bit better, you know. Okay, a little bit of humility, a slice of arrogance, and a whole lot of confidence. Perfect recipe. So guys, I'm Mimi of Just Doing Me. I hope that made sense. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have other tips that have worked for you in terms of building your confidence, please feel free to share it. Let's just always be a community where we help each other, you know. And if you don't know what you want to do with your life or what makes you happy, most people don't, you know. I think I only really figured it out in the last year or so. Take risks, try new things, and sooner or later you'll learn what you do like, what you don't like, and you'll find your own path. Never be afraid to fail, because through failures are where some of the most amazing successes have occurred, you know. So failing is a blessing, but what sets, you know, the truly successful people apart from everybody else is that when they fail, they genuinely do not believe that's the end of the line. They're just like, well, I'm going to come back next time. I'm gonna win. So if it offended you a little bit today that I had such positive things to say about myself, look a little bit inwardly and just ask yourself, why is that? And if I was a man, would that make you feel, you know, the same kind of way that you're feeling about me right now? I don't know. But I'm Mimi Just Doing Me. We are looking good, we are feeling good. No makeup, whatever. I'm a badass. Okay, stay confident, stay slaying. Catch you guys in the next one. Business.